18, row 4. 2J Mike Johnson starting 9th. Gary Stewart in the 19 is 10th. The green flag is up. The next time around, the Pittsburgher 100 will unfold. Here we go. Tim hit Billy Moyer. The 1996 8th annual Pittsburgher 100. Here they come. The green is out. Hit with the lead. Moyer second, Moran third. Geisler fourth, and Shavers and Groves and Bloomquist battle for fifth. Geisler slides underneath Moran to take third in turn 4. Timmy hit opens up a half a straightaway lead in just a lap and a half. Moyer second, and Geisler charging on the bottom trying to take that second spot. Moran fourth, Groves fifth. Shavers 6th, Mike Johnson up to 7th. Geisler continues to hound Billy Moyer for second into turn number 3. Car off the pace in turn 2. The 30 car of Steve Shaver comes to a stop up in turn number 2. The caution is out. Tim hit in car 68. Is your leader. Car 30, Steve Shaver, heads to the pits. Car 30, Steve Shaver, heads to the pits.
42-18-84.
Laps are counting. 7 laps down. We're ready to go back to green. Tim Hitt had built up a big lead. And the rocket chassis Dream Racing engine 68. Here comes Steve Shaver. Oh, man. Green is out. Trying to pass Billy Moyer for second off the 4, turn down the front stretch. Into number 1, wheel to wheel for that second spot. Geisler makes the pass. Now Moyer tries to return the favor down the back straightaway on the inside. Mike Johnson has moved to 4th in the 2J. Todd Andrews to 5th in car 42. Back to second. Billy Moyer Jr. back around Geisler for second. As Hitt completes lap 11, turning that lap at 19.32 seconds. 19.32. Davey Johnson in the 1J, almost into the top 5 after starting 16th. up to sixth in the 1J. Tim Hitt leads by almost a straightaway, already beginning to lap the field. Moyer second, Geisler third, Mike Johnson fourth, Todd Andrews fifth. Hit dives to the inside to lap the 1K of Jim Kudis. Still Moyer second, Geisler third, Todd Andrews fourth, Mike Johnson fifth, and here comes Davey Johnson to fifth, Todd Andrews trying to move to third. Andrews to third. Davey Johnson is on the charge. The 1J coming off of turn 4 on the inside, trying to take Geisler for fourth into turn number 1. 16th to 4th in 14 laps for Davey Johnson. Tim Hitt laps the field again coming off of turn 4, trying to get by the 79 of B.A. Malquit. 15 are down, 15 laps complete. Hitt is on a roll here, the 68 car just flying. Scott Bloomquist now starting to come forward. Bloomquist is up to 6th. Lots of lap traffic in front of race leader Tim Hitt. B.A. Malquit, 79 in the pits. B.A. Malquit in car 79 in the pits. Davey Johnson out challenging Todd Andrews for third. Johnson right with Andrews for third, and right in front of them the 21 of Billy Moyer running second. Bloomquist is now up to 5th. Bloomquist in the 18 is in the top 5. Geisler 6th. Mike Johnson 7th. Moran 8th. Stuhler 9th. And Bart Hartman runs 10th. Jack Boggs 11th. Rick Ockman 12th. And Steve Francis. Hitt continues to fly down the backstretch, going by Moore, the back of the pack. And Moyer, Andrews, and Johnson having their own race for second, third, and fourth. They're 3 wide for second coming off of turn 4. It's Moyer, Johnson to third. Now Andrews is fourth. Hitt continues to fly out in front. Moyer, Johnson, and Andrews racing hard behind him as they head into turn number 3. Look at this gaggle of cars coming through 3 and 4. Moyer, Johnson, Andrews with 3 wide in front of them. Down the front straightaway, Davey J trying to take second from Billy Moyer. Johnson down low on the inside, hugging the guardrail, moves to second. Moyer third, Andrews is fourth, and Bloomquist still fifth. Johnson from 16 to second in 20 laps. Tim Hitt, your leader, down the front stretch. His lead has shrunk to a half a straightaway. Hitt now trying to go by the 28 of Dick Barton. Johnson within 10 car lengths in second. Andrews and Moyer side by side for third. Andrews down low moves to third. Moyer is fourth. Bloomquist still fifth. And Johnson is closing again on Tim Hitt down the backstretch as they lap the field. Davey Johnson on the charge. Tim Hitt is led from the start, and Johnson is on his bumper coming off of turn 4. 49, Brian Rollman pitting. As Mark Bunnell comes onto the racetrack for the first time in the T8s. Hitt and Johnson bumper to bumper down the back stretch. Hitt now opens up some car length lead there. Through turns 3 and 4. Hitt continues to lead. Johnson in second. 24 laps complete. Andrews is third. Moyer fourth, and Bloomquist trying to pass Moyer for the fourth spot. They're side by side off of turn 2. Billy Moyer and Scott Bloomquist trying to negotiate a lap car at the same time. Moyer still fourth with Bloomquist fifth. Out in front, Hitt and Johnson in heavy traffic as they race into turn number 1. 25 laps down. Johnson going for the lead off the second turn. Hitt won't let him get there. Tim Hitt still your leader. Johnson right behind him as they go around to 5 of Lou Bradish. Try to go by Bradish. They've got Barton still up high in front of them. 26 laps complete. Todd Andrews now has closed in on the front 2, and Scott Bloomquist has taken over 4th. Billy Moyer is 5th. They're crowded down the backstretch. What a race. Here comes Hitt. Down low. Johnson in the middle. A car length back. More than that now. He's got 2 lap cars between first and second. Andrews right behind Johnson in third. Tim Hitt has his hands full. He is working traffic. Some thick traffic. And Bloomquist is coming on. Scott Bloomquist is coming. 2 more cars to the pits. T8 Mark Bunnell and 83 Scott Rhodes. It's bumper to bumper for the lead. Here comes Bloomquist off the turn 2 on the outside. He goes from 4th to 3rd. Bloomquist trying to take second. He's going for the lead. He's up high. Scott Bloomquist is your leader in turn 4 down the front straightaway. Him and Hitt wheel to wheel. Bloomquist has got the lead. Where did he come from? 29 laps complete. Hitt second now. Johnson and Andrews racing side by side for third. Bloomquist charges into 3, splits 2 lap cars, puts her up on the cushion, coming off of turn number 4. 30 laps are down, and Scott Bloomquist has got the lead. Tim Hitt still second. Caution is out. Donnie Moran stops up in turn 3. Caution is out. Wow. Hitt second, Johnson third. Make that Andrews third, Johnson fourth, Moyer fifth. Donnie Moran in the pits. We'll get a report. 34 Donnie Moran with a left front tire that's flat.
Okay. All right. Ask Smokey Feeling wants Ted doing this up to the 50th lap.
That's all we want. We just want Ted to do this to the 50th lap, period.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right, Ted.
36 down.
So get to the 50. Keep it in there. I'm telling you what, this is the most awesome race I've ever seen. It goes this way for the 170. I don't know. Get the video, baby. It's worth it.
Here we go.
37, we don't score it.
Now, right.
Yeah.
Bloomquist continues to lead. Hitt second, Johnson third, Andrews runs fourth. Fifth right now is Gary Stuhler in car 19. Then Lynn Geisler, Bart Hartman, Jack Boggs, Rick Auckman, all together. Hartman passing Geisler. Steve Francis also in the top 10 in car 15. They are 3 wide for 6th off of turn 2. Hartman, Geisler, and Boggs negotiating the star 1 of Chubb Frank. Bloomquist leads. Hitt runs second, and Johnson is third. Andrews fourth, and Stuhler fifth. Johnson trying to take second from Tim Hitt off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Bloomquist your leader. Side by side for second. Tim Hitt on the outside continues to run second with Johnson third, Andrews fourth, Stuhler still fifth. Hartman is 6th, Boggs 7th, Geisler 8th, Auckland 9th now, and I believe Balzano 10th. Check that, Steve Francis 10th. Steve Francis 10th in car 15. Bloomquist now slowly closing on the rear of the field, ready to start lapping cars another time. The J&J Steel Delta Truck Line. Action Racing Collectibles 18 is on the move on the top side of the racetrack. He is riding the rim. Gary Stuhler in the 19, closing on Todd Andrews, who runs fourth. As Bloomquist starts to pick off more lap cars, Hitt Hitt now left Johnson. Tim Hitt running up high. But he's got 2 lap cars in his path as he heads down the front straightaway into turn number 1. The hole opens and Hitt tries to make it through, but it's not easy. Hartley comes up in front of him. Hitt dives down underneath him on the back chute. Car 30, Steve Shaver off the pace another time and heads to the pits. Steve Shaver in car 30 in the pits. Jack Boggs now. Boggs has moved up into the 6th spot as Stuhler runs 5th, and just a car between he and the 4th place car of Todd Andrews. Boggs is 6th, Hartman 7th, Geisler 8th, Francis 9th. Rick Auckland having dropped out in car 12. Scott Bloomquist trying to lap Donnie Moran, the 87 of Ben Bellich in the pits. Bloomquist dives underneath Moran off of turn 2 as Stuhler continues to hound Andrews for 4th. Bloomquist riding the rim. 2 cars in front of him as he comes off of 4. Look at this move. He dives low to make it 3 wide on the inside. Now he comes back up across, using up every inch of the monster half mile. Gary Stuhler and Todd Andrews still side by side for 4th down the back straightaway. Bloomquist's lead, a half a chute over the 68 of Tim Hitt, with Davey Johnson just about 12 car lanes back in 3rd. Stuhler and Andrews still side by side for 4th and 5th. Jack Boggs is 6th, Bart Hartman 7th. Billy Moyer goes a lap down to Scott Bloomquist. We are past the halfway point, 50 laps down. This will be lap 51 for Ed Ferree into the pits. Ed Ferree in car 4 into the pits. Look at Bloomquist just dive into the corners, turn her left, and go. Tim Hitt still 2nd, Davey Johnson 3rd, staying within striking distance. Stuhler has taken over 4th now. Andrews is 5th. Boggs still 6th, Hartman 7th. Geisler runs 8th, Francis 9th. The only cars on the lead lap. 9 cars on the lead lap. He is just putting her up there and flying. Scott Bloomquist looking for his 4th Pittsburgher win. Still a long way to go, but he has put on a show. Tim Hitt and Davey Johnson using the inside line, running 2nd and 3rd. Bloomquist, he's middle or top, well, let's say anywhere as he comes off the bottom of turn number 4. Lots of lap traffic now in front of Tim Hitt and Davey Johnson in that race for 2nd and 3rd. Bloomquist has lapped Steve Francis, leaving Lynn Geisler in 8th spot, the last car on the lead lap. And Bloomquist right behind Geisler as they race into turn number 1. Geisler running 8th, right in front of race leader Scott Bloomquist. Geisler with a nice move off of turn 2, getting by the 72 of John Mason, the 28 of Dick Barton. Jack Boggs running 6th, closing in on the 42 of Todd Andrews, the 5th place car. Bart Hartman running in the 7th spot, well ahead of the 8th place car of Lynn Geisler. Geisler gets lapped into turn number 3. Bloomquist gets by. Geisler goes a lap down, so Hartman is now the last car on the lead lap. Bart is in turn number 3, Bloomquist in turn 2, your leader. Tim Hitt now stretched out the advantage over Davey Johnson to a half a straight as they run second and third. Back another straight to the 19 of Gary Stuhler in fourth. Andrews is fifth, and a fast-coming Jack Boggs is right behind him. Boggs in the B4, who started 23rd, now trying to enter the top 5. Less than 40 laps remaining. Bloomquist just setting a blistering pace. Nothing slows him down. Up high, down low, anywhere. The front chute getting by Lynn Geisler. Hitt still second. Johnson is third. Stuhler fourth. Todd Andrews still fifth, followed closely by the B4 of Jack Boggs and the 75 of Bart Hartman. The last car on the lead lap still a straightaway ahead of Scott Bloomquist. Andrews, Boggs, and Hartman coming off of 4 positions. 5, 6, and 7. Boggs makes the pass. Jack Boggs up to 5th. Andrews 6. Now Hartman gets his nose in there. The 75 car on the inside. Down the backstretch. Bloomquist coming by, completing lap 64. Boggs slides up high. Andrews is back underneath him, trying to take that 5th spot back off of turn 4. 65 laps are down. Andrews and Boggs still going at it down the back chute. Boggs is back in 5th. Andrews 6th, Hartman 7th, and Bloomquist just a straightaway back, your leader, trying to put them a lap down. 66 laps complete. Lots of lap traffic in front of your leader, Scott Bloomquist, as he races into turn number 1. Look at him just cut that car right across the racetrack from outside to inside. Now back up high into turn 3. All of a sudden, within a straightaway of the race leader. Bloomquist, maybe his tires are going a bit. He dives low coming off of turn 4, still trying to lap the 2J of Mike Johnson. Hitt starting to close in ever so slowly on the leader. To go this time by 30 laps to go in the Pittsburgher 100. Made up some ground on Bloomquist. Hitt now a straightaway in front of the third place car of Davey Johnson. Todd Andrews and Bart Hartman still battling 5th, 6th, and 7th as they work lap traffic, trying to stay on the lead lap. Scott Bloomquist, your leader, is closing in on that trio. And Hitt continues to cut into Bloomquist's lead, no doubt about it. It's down to a half a straightaway. Hitt is coming again. Off of turn 4, Tim Hitt is closing in on Scott Bloomquist. 26 laps to go. The J&J still Delta Truck Line 18 trying to hold off the Drame Racing Engine Rocket Chassis 68. Davey Johnson 3rd, Gary Stuhler 4th, Jack Boggs 5th, Todd Andrews 6th, and Bart Hartman 7th. Hartman right in front of the race leader as they work down the back chute. Less than 25 laps to go. Tim Hitt gets by the star one of Chubb Frank as Bloomquist tries to lap the 75 of Bart Hartman. Bloomquist with 3 cars in front of him now. Hitt continues to charge, trying to close in some more. Into turn 1, Bloomquist down low. Hitt now within a handful of car lengths off at 2 down the back straightaway. Hitt is coming. Bloomquist pinned down low. Hitt continues to run the top. Off of turn 4, Bloomquist your leader. Baker moves over, Hitt goes by. Valzano now the only car between 1st and 2nd. Clear racetrack for Scott Bloomquist. Tim Hitt trying to lap Mike Valzano, and he does. Your leaders 1 and 2, nothing between right now. 6th place car of Todd Andrews, the last car on the lead lap is car 1K, Jim Kudis pits. 21 laps to go. Bloomquist now trying to stretch that lead another time. Continues to make up ground. Bloomquist was able to open up a bit when they got through the traffic, but Hitt now seems to be coming back toward your leader. Johnson still by himself in 3rd. Stuhler is 4th. Boggs runs 5th. Andrews 6th. Less than 19 laps to go. Less than 19 laps to go. Tim Hitt continues to charge. In front of Scott Bloomquist as he exits turn 4. 17 laps to go. Down the back chute, trying to lap the 6th place car of Todd Andrews. To go. Gary Stuhler closing in on the 3rd place car of Davey Johnson, who's stuck in traffic. Bloomquist lapping Andrews, leaving 5 cars on the lead lap. Or is he? Andrews back by him. 15 laps to go. 15 to go. Some raindrops falling. Sits between your 2 leaders. Laps to go. Scott Bloomquist continues to lead by about 10 car lengths down the back straightaway. Every time Hitt looks like he's making a charge, Bloomquist is able to open it up just a little bit. He seems to have that little extra when he needs it. 13 laps to go. 13 laps to go. Johnson is third, Gary Stuhler fourth. Stuhler right behind Johnson. Jack Boggs still on the lead lap, right in front of Scott Bloomquist. 12 laps to go. Down the back straightaway, Bloomquist trying to lap Boggs. Moran between Bloomquist and Hitt. 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go. Scott Bloomquist into turn 3, trying to lap Jack Boggs. Last year at this time of the race, they were running for the lead. 10 to go, 10 laps to go. More lap traffic in front of Scott Bloomquist. Gary Stuhler trying to get by Davey Johnson as they continue their battle through 3 and 4, running third and fourth. Close call in front of the leader there. Mason and Mike Johnson real close in front of Bloomquist. Down the back stretch, Bloomquist by Mike Johnson. 2 cars now between first and second. Timmy Hitt able to keep his car straighter through the corners. No cars between first and second now with 8 laps to go. Davey Johnson still third. Right behind him, Gary Stuhler as they negotiate lap traffic. Not far in front of the race leader. Hitt is closing again. Tim Hitt in car 68. Comes off the bottom of turn 4. Around the 72 of John Mason. Not yet. Now he goes by on the outside into turn number 1. 7 laps to go. Down the back stretch, Bloomquist by 8 car lengths, your leader. To go. 6 to go. Scott Bloomquist looking for his 4th Pittsburgher win. Trying to win it 2 years in a row. 5 to go. 5 laps remaining. Down the back straight, Bloomquist goes by another car. I think it was the 15 of Steve Francis. A lot of lap traffic, though, in front of Bloomquist. 4 laps to go, 4 to go. A lot of lap traffic, 5 cars in front of your leader. Down the back stretch, Hitt closing in another time. Here they come off of 4 with 3 more laps to go. 3 laps to go. Double foul in front of Bloomquist. Into turn 1. Bloomquist lead now just 3 car lengths down the backstretch. Make it 4. He goes in low. Around the 5 of Lou Bradish. 2 laps to go. Hitt way down low. 2 laps to go into turn 1. Bloomquist. Decision time down the backstretch. Coming for the white flag. Bloomquist slides up the racetrack, splits 2 lap cars. Hitt is alongside, side by side for the lead. Hitt has got the lead with 1 lap to go. Into 1, Bloomquist goes up high. Hitt is down low. Lap traffic in their path. Off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side into 3. Still a lap car. Hitt down low has got the lead back. Bloomquist close to the wall. Timmy Hitt is going to win the Pittsburgher 100. Tim Hitt will win. Bloomquist second. What a finish. Davey Johnson and Gary Stuhler running for 3rd and 4th off of turn number 4. Johnson will get 3rd, Stuhler 4th. What a finish. Unbelievable.
I had no idea what was going through my mind. I tell you, I was just trying to keep my line, keep just on the best that I could do. And we started off real fast, and then Scott went by me, and it seemed like he went off there a little bit. But I noticed there towards the end I was catching him back, and the lap traffic actually I think the lap traffic did it, but I think he was slowing down a little bit, and we were staying about the same speed. But I tell you, Rocket Chassis, Dream Racing Engines, AFCO products, I tell you, they're all done a super job and been very patient with me this year, and I'm finally glad to give them a big one.
Was it worth the wait?
Oh, yes, it was.
Tell you what, he's got a big photo session. First, let's give him a nice hand. Tim, hit!